what's up? How is it going? Okay, so this video is titled, It Takes More Energy Being Out of Alignment Than Being in Alignment. It takes more energy. And it's also, it feels uncomfortable. You know, I have people that ask me, like, well, what does it mean? Like, how do you know when you're in alignment? What does that even mean? Because even when you try to do everything right, even when you try to put your best foot forward, even when you're trying, even with people, whatever, it's things are going to go outside of your control. Things are not going to go as they should. And I agree. I 100% agree with that. But being in alignment does not mean that things are going the way that you want them to go necessarily. It doesn't mean that. Because we've contracted this energy upon us on this earth. This duality. Like, notice this. Have you guys ever noticed? Just look at any place that you're in. Look at your surroundings. Look at your workplace. Look at your home place. Just look at any place that you're in. Whatever you're watching, just reality TV, true documentaries. Look at it. Just observe it. Watch it. And what will you see? You will see opposition. You will see duality playing out. In the workplace, it's like, or just being involved with people in general. People just cannot be neutral. People just cannot not have a problem. If it is in the workplace, if it's all calm and there's no arguments or no disagreements or nothing going on, there will be individuals that's uncomfortable with that. And they have to automatically point out, isolate, and point out the individuals that they don't like. They'll come up with stuff like, oh, this person won't speak to me. This person thinks they're all that. This person is bougie. This person is mean. All the time. Instead of just being like, okay, we not vibing like that. Hey, and let me keep it moving. No, they want to kick up mess. Look at street life, the gangs, the mafias, cliques at school. Everywhere we go, people want to be in this energy of duality. It's how people understand what the life that they're living here. It's how people try to understand themselves. Although the figment, okay, the image that they're looking at and that they're receiving is, you know, it is helping them to understand who they are, but at the same time, it may not be the reality. You know, it's a quicker way. It's a quicker way to figure all that out. You know. And being in duality, you're out of alignment. Simple. I'm going to tell you why. Now, listen, hey, there's different levels of understanding to this that what I'm about to say, and the fact that I mentioned duality. You can use duality to advance yourself. Don't get me wrong, but you have to understand how to use duality. You have to be able to use duality. You have to be able to use duality without being a part of duality, with being able to get yourself to rise above, okay? To exist outside of duality. And you can do that. That is possible. It is very possible. But, okay. And I feel like I'll get on that. There's plenty of videos to come. But the point that I'm trying to make is that it's existing. These things, these circumstances, these experiences are existing on the outside of us or around us all the time. Simultaneously. All the time. It is our reaction to said things. And that's here and there. You know, it's like I told a woman that I work with, because she was venting about something, some other coworkers, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, I get it. And I said, that's why I walk around here literally like, because I really have to ignore people. I have to ignore people because if I feed into every little trap that people set out, and you know that there's traps that they set out, I will find myself being upset. I will find myself being unable to concentrate and focus. I will find myself finding it hard to get my work done, and that is not what I'm here for. So I cannot focus on those individuals. And she replied with, oh yeah, I understand what you're talking about. I get it. And I learned to try to be like that. She's like, but then there are some times where that's not going to work for me. Like I can't, because I be ready to pop heads. I be ready to pop heads. And I'm like, no, I get what you're saying. I completely understand. So will we always operate? I feel like that's just a part of us mastering ourselves. It's not a right or wrong thing. You got to understand it. But I completely understand where she was coming from. So are we going to always react in this way or that way or the suitable way or what's best for us in our energy? No, not always. It's something that you actively, consciously practice, my friends. So we're aware that things are always going on around us. But what we're focusing on, what we're practicing on, blending that duality, like this works like a charm. I'm going to choose what I'm going to respond to. And I'm going to choose how and when. Because, yes, in life, you have to confront certain situations sometimes. You have to. Especially if you have no choice but to be around those situations in the period of time that you're in. So some you have to confront, and then there's a way that you can do it. Then there's others, a whole lot of others that you can ignore. Okay? But the key is being in control of that, not having these things going on around us, being in control of us, okay? And not us being in control of these things and these people around us. No, us being in control of ourselves. That's the first thing. Like a merry-go-round. You see a merry-go-round, it spins. You can be in the middle, spin yourself, it seems like it's going around in circles, people having fun, people laughing and screaming. It seems like it's all out over the place. You having all this, you going places, you're moving, but you're really not going anywhere because the merry-go-round is planted firmly. There's a lot of control there that within that structure. Okay. So, the point is not to necessarily control these people, these situations. The point is to be in control of oneself. Being emotionally in control of oneself. It's not to say that you don't cry and you don't vent and you don't feel certain things. It's not that, because really we grow and we heal and we could become aware of certain aspects of ourselves through karma, through releasing that karma, through pain. And we will do that until we get to a level of understanding and consciousness that does not have to have us interact with that pain. Listen, I talk to people all the time that I work with, and like I'm telling them, hey, try this or try that. And they're like, no, I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that. Like, that's not interfering. That's not why I'm having this problem or that problem. And these are usually people that don't really come to me. These are people that are sent my way by other people versus people that watch my channel and is like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to hear everything that you have to say. But they're like, no, I don't. That's not me. That's not what. I don't think I need to do that. I don't think I have a problem or a weakness in this area or that area. They'll say that because they don't want to disassociate themselves with who they think that they are or what they do and how they do it. They don't want to do that. It's very hard for them to make these changes because they're uncomfortable. So most of the time, them and everybody else who usually make certain changes because of some sort of heartache, some sort of distress, some sort of turmoil that they've experienced, some sort of pain. Not every time, because you good when you get to the point to where when somebody that's been through certain said situations and it's like, baby, I'm telling you, that ain't the right choice for you. Baby, I'm telling you, go ahead and get your schooling over with. Baby, I'm telling you, go ahead and get your business started. Baby, I'm telling you, don't marry that man, baby. But baby wants to do what they want. Baby wants to have that experience. And later on, I see what you're saying. Okay? So we're learning things through pain a lot of times. So it's not abnormal that people will want to do things no matter, and listen, you're saying it, I hear it people say all the time, oh, well, it's uncomfortable to do these things that I'm not used to. But the reality is, no, honey, you're uncomfortable doing the things that you're doing. You just either don't know another way, you don't want to get out of that what you're in for whatever reason, but it's uncomfortable the whole time. No, it's not about doing something different that makes you feel uncomfortable. It's more about doing something different that in the unknown, being unfamiliar with the results. Because take someone that is rigid and cut off from people. It don't matter how many times someone rejects them. It don't matter how many times, they're not able to have a fulfilling relationship with another human being or whatever, and enjoy that and be in the moment of that. Even though they want to experience it, for some reason, they feel safe knowing the results. Like, okay, well, the results is this person is not going to like me, or the results is I'm going to end this before it goes wrong. And yeah, I don't like it, but at the same time, I know, I'm familiar with it. You see? And that's how, being in alignment, that's how it works. Because being in alignment, a lot of times, there's times when, yes, you're going to be familiar with what the outcome may be, but then there's going to be times where you won't be. And even though it could seem like things are falling apart in the midst of, okay, I'm about to say this again. Even though it could feel like things may be falling apart in the midst of you being in alignment, the reality may be, or the reality is that no, honey, things are falling together. It's not necessarily falling apart. And if it is falling apart, it's allow it. And you will know, because you could have worked towards something along the way. You could have attempted to, it's not like you're not doing any work at all. It's not like you're not, perfecting your craft. It's not like you're not living your life in the best way that's suitable for you. It's not like that you're not doing those things. That's not what I'm talking about. But what I'm talking about is when it's like you keep going up against the grain and things ain't working out. You keep bumping your head and you keep, feeling like why is this tough? Like, why is this hard? Like, why every time? And it's like, you don't get that, okay, maybe I should stop doing this. And I should allow myself to have more time. Maybe there's another way to do something. Maybe there's more options. You see, you're not allowing yourself to go with the flow. So being out of alignment is going to feel like you're bumping your head against the wall all the time. You're not getting any type of fulfillment out of life. Being in alignment initially could be uneasy. But it's only because it's unfamiliar. But as you go and you're able to detach from things, you'll start seeing yourself heal. You'll start seeing the stress leave, less worration, things of that nature. For sure. Okay? Well, this video is, it's easier to be in alignment. So it's harder to be out of alignment than in alignment. Okay? All right.